None of these issues is purely scientific. They will involve ethics, economics, and social policies as well. And in domains beyond their special expertise, scientists have no enhanced authority and will have a wide range of political and social and religious perspectives. But I think that as scientific citizens, they have a special obligation to engage, for instance, by involvement with NGOs or campaigning groups, via blogging and journalism, or through politics. Whatever their expertise, scientists shouldn't be indifferent to the fruits of their ideas. They should try to foster benign spin-offs. They should resist, so far as they can, dubious or threatening applications of their work, and they should alert the public and politicians to perceived dangers. But they shouldn't be bashful in proclaiming a hopeful message, that there seems no scientific impediments to achieving a sustainable world where all enjoy a lifestyle better than we in the West do today. So we can truly be techno-optimists. The innovations that will drive economic advance, information technology, biotech and nanotech, can boost the developing as well as the developing world. And, as I said, engineering and agriculture can feed everyone. That's all good news. But the intractable politics and sociology, the gap between potentialities and what actually happens, engenders pessimism. Will richer countries recognize that it's in their own interests for the developing world to share the benefits of globalization? Can nations sustain effective but non-repressive governments in the face of threats from small groups with high-tech expertise? And above all, can institutions prioritize projects that are long-term in political perspective, even if a mere instant in the history of our planet? We need a change in priorities and perspectives, and soon, to stem these risks and to handle the Promethean challenge posed by ever more powerful technologies. I'll conclude with a personal perspective on this theme, triggered when I visit the greatest building near where I live in England, Ely Cathedral, built in the 12th century. This cathedral overwhelms us today, but think of its impact 900 years ago. Think of the vast enterprise its construction entailed. Most of its builders never travelled more than 50 miles. The fens were their world. Even the most educated of them knew essentially nothing beyond Europe. They thought the world was a few thousand years old, that it might not last another 1,000. But despite these constricted horizons in both time and space, despite the deprivation and harshness of their lives, despite their primitive technologies and meagre resources, they built this cathedral, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Those who conceived it knew they wouldn't live to see it finished, but their legacy elevates our spirits nearly a millennium later. What a contrast to so much of our discourse today. Unlike our forebears, we know a great deal about our world, and indeed about what lies beyond. Technologies our ancestors couldn't have conceived enrich our lives and understanding. Many phenomena make us fearful, but the advance of science spares us from irrational dread. We know that we are stewards of a precious pale blue dot in the cosmos, a planet with a future measured in billions of years, whose fate depends on humanity's collective actions. But all too often, the focus is parochial and short-term. We downplay what's happening even now in impoverished, faraway countries, and we discount too heavily the problems we'll leave for our grandchildren. In today's runaway world, we can't aspire to leave a monument lasting 1,000 years, but it would surely be shameful if we denied future generations a fair inheritance. To survive the century, we'll need the idealistic and effective efforts of natural scientists, environmentalists, social scientists, and humanists. They must be guided by the insights that 21st century science will offer, but inspired by values that science itself can't provide.